Welcome to Crack and Snap. I'm Dennis, and this is Chi, and that's why this is called Crack and Snap with Dennis and Chi. Um, just in case.
Do you want to elaborate some more on that?
No, those are who we are. That's who we are. So yeah, we're here to talk about Marvel Snap every week. I wish I could tell you a fixed time, but we just kind of work around our own schedules to try and do this. The important thing is we try to do this once a week. Just show up and start talking about Marvel Snap and how to succeed in it on a budget, I guess, is what we're trying to do. I will give you a cool rundown of where we're at right now in a fun slide that we've created.
Look at
that. Yeah, look at that. So it's March 9th, 2023. And as of right now, myself, Dennis, aka Denix Media, my collection level is at 3,870. My season rank is at 54 because we get dropped down a bunch after the start of a new season. That's what we're doing right now, Days of Future Past, Chapter 1. My season pass level is 10. I don't know if anybody cares about that, but whatever. And then my current pin card is Thanos. And as of now, my spend to date is $63 because I got me that Nimrod. Chi, go through yours really quick.
So as you can see, 3298. Tonight I'll be past 3,300, but currently 3,298. The season rank of 31. My season pass level is only a measly 6. My pin card is Psylocke. I believe it's this. I only have 2 cards left in pool 3, and then only $13 spent.
Gotcha. So you know what I can tell just looking at this right here, because I always knew your collection level was a lot lower than mine, but your season pass level is 4 levels below mine, and I am not spending gold to get through it. So what this tells me is I just play a crap ton more games than you do. Right? Yeah. It has to be it, because or is it that I win more?
No, it's no, because both, right? It's a little both, but you have to play more because every location you win is 10 points. So you're just getting a lot of points. So you can actually lose and still get points for it. But
okay, so that's what you're doing. You're just losing a bunch.
I'm just losing. Yeah, I'm purposely losing.
Gotcha. Cool. And then let's see what else we got. We got some stuff to talk about for the previous week. So this is a shortened season, or I guess you could call it a regular length season, because the developers at Second Dinner have been talking about how the previous 2 have been some of their longer seasons that they've ever done. But this season's only going to be like 3 weeks of new content. So this week they actually didn't even drop a new featured location. They just doubled down on 2 hot locations. So on Sunday we got Shuri's lab. And that was basically, Saturday to Sunday, we got Shuri's lab. And that was to make the final push to try and get to infinite rank if anybody had a chance before the season ended on Monday. I actually didn't take a lot of advantage of this one. I don't know about you.
No, I didn't either.
I kind of didn't. I was really busy over the weekend, and so I didn't get to play as much as I wanted to. But when I did play, I think I just kind of rocked my MODOK Madness deck that I showed off last week. And it does pretty good. I ended up finishing the season around like 82, something like that. I wanted to get to 90. I really did, just to get the gold. But like I said, it was just the last 3 days of the season were just so busy for me. I just couldn't find the time to play the game. And then the new season kicked off. You know, I started playing the game again around like 7 p.m. on Monday night with the new Nimrod for a little bit. And then Tuesday, they put out a new hot location, or not new. They put out another hot location, which was a Nidavellir. Cards here have +5 power. I rather enjoy this one. And especially because during the MODOK, or during the my testing of Nimrod, I kind of learned something about. Oh, by the way, here's my highlight from. This is my favorite game that I played using my MODOK Madness deck. Sorry, I will get back to what I was talking about. This cracked me up so much because what ended up happening is it was a Pegasus project really early, and so the guy snapped instantly, and I think, and then he played a Galactus, right? And I think Galactus should never be played early. Like, you should never play it before you have all your cards ready to go, because it just allowed me to respond the entire time. So I just played a Moon Girl. I copied 2 Draculas, and I put 2 Draculas out. And like, he never got the cards that would troll me, like Green Goblin or Hobgoblin or
Spider-Man or right
like that. And so I just filled my board, and then on turn 6, I just dumped everything with MODOK, and all I had left was Apocalypse. And I just get so much satisfaction out of beating Galactus decks, but this was the highlight. Anyways, back to what I was talking about, Nidavellir. I was testing out some decks with Nimrod, right? So I had 2 different kind of versions of the Death Wave. This is a more traditional Death Wave that actually includes death, but it's got some cool little tech with Absorbing Man to allow you to like copy Venom or copy Carnage or Deathlok, whichever one you need to do. Just do it one more time, or copy Arnim Zola, honestly, just to fill the board with Nimrods. It's a cool deck, really fun. And then I kind of changed it around. I've been tinkering with it, so this is my newest version of it right now. Just because this is the meta right now. Like, so everybody's trying to figure out how to do the best killing with Nimrod and stuff. So this is the current deck I'm running. I call it Death Wave, but it actually doesn't even have death in it anymore. Honestly, just because like you don't need to kill a lot to make Nimrod good. You just have to kill Nimrod a couple times, you know.
right.
So that's what I'm running right now. But what I learned in the process is Nidavellir is freaking awesome for Venom, because Venom actually gets the point total,
the bonuses
for each character as their power was right when they died. So you just load up Nidavellir with everybody and then eat him with Venom, and he's huge. He's just ginormous. These are 2 of the highlight decks that or highlight games that I wanted to show off, just with Nidavellir and Nimrod. It's super fun. If you saw the more recent version of my deck, I actually put Electro in, and so my game plan is really, you get Electro out on 3, you get Nimrod out on 4, you
Arnim Zola.
You either Arnim Zola him on 5, or you Destroyer him on 5. Doesn't really matter. And then you do the other one on 6. And it fills the board quite well. It's pretty cool. The one on the left is a game I did with the first version of the deck, that has death in it. Right is one that has just no death, but just Destroyer and Zola. There's pros and cons to both. I think I like the one that doesn't have death better, because the problem with death is then you just spend too much time trying to figure out how to get death out. And she's just a 12. She really just is. Like, but Destroyer, there's really no downside to getting Destroyer out in an Electro Nimrod deck. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so, as a bonus, like, that's why I loaded up with the Hood and Nova and Bucky. As a bonus, I could just put those guys out. You know what I mean? And they all benefit from Destroyer coming into play. It also means that, like, if Arrow is trolling you on turn 6, it doesn't really matter. Like, Destroyer is gonna do what Destroyer does. The only thing that's gonna stop Destroyer is an armor or a Cosmo. And honestly, armor's kind of cool, because sometimes you don't want to lose all of the stuff that you're doing. You just really want to kill Nimrods and potentially that Nova or the Bucky, whatever. But it's fine. Like, it's okay. There's enough Nimrods on the playing field that Destroyer's going to get some of them. And then Cosmo, whatever, Destroyer's still a 15, I was running a version with Taskmaster also, and Shuri, and it was just getting so greedy that I just had to choose. Ricky is joining the show right now, and he says armor is clutch. Yeah, it's true. She's never stopped being part of the meta. It's just right now there's less armor going
Yeah,
around because
there is.
so many people are trying to do stuff with Nimrod. But ultimately, honestly, I gotta say, like, as much fun as I'm having with Nimrod, um, I actually am really having a lot more fun with the MODOK deck because nobody's doing anything to stop this deck right now.
Hmm.
Because everybody's so focused
Nimrod.
on Nimrod that like I can run wild with this deck. And it's like I was struggling to get out of the 50 range with the Nimrod deck. As soon as I switched to this, I got all the way to 54 pretty fast.
Hmm.
Yeah, so that's just my stories. What about you, Chi? How are you doing?
Well, the end of last season, I was at 58, and I was like, "Oh man, I got to make that push for 60, even if it's just a variant, but just so that I don't lose 30 and drop all the way down to start at level 20."
Yeah,
So I pushed, and I was finally able on the last day to get up to 60. So that was nice. When I started back in 30, I decided not to purchase Nimrod this time, and um, yeah, the beauty of the Moto Night Day is the many outs. I down in the 30s, I feel like not a lot of people there have Nimrods yet. I ran into them a couple of times, but not as much as I thought I would. I just wanted to sort of show some of the one on the left. I used to hate playing against Thanos, but because of the sheer power that Shuri cranks out with Red Skull,
yeah,
you'll notice I actually missed turn 3, but with Red Skull, and Red Skull still had his +2 ongoing effect going, I was still able to overpower. And notice he dropped She-Hulk and Thanos, and
yeah.
I was still able to overpower that. So luckily, I mean, even if he got that +10 for Thanos, I still would have won convincingly.
I found that the Thanos decks are not so bad to beat lately with the MODOK deck because, like what Ricky was saying, aside from the outs, it's the Morbius and the Dracula.
Well,
Um,
outpace it.
well, the trick is they look innocent, and
Right.
so when you get way into the game by turn 4 or 5, you're so focused on your little yellow numbers that you're not really even paying attention to the fact that those numbers are going to change really drastically on the last 2 turns.
Yeah.
And so they end up sometimes filling up a location because they don't want like a green goblin or a hobgoblin. They don't know what's
Yeah.
going to happen.
Right.
And so they end up filling up location prematurely, thinking they're going to win, and then they do not win. Like I
Mhm.
always just pay attention for that space stone. That's the one. That's the one that gets on my nerves. You know what that one is? It's like a night crawler, but for anybody at that location.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He can move it. Actually,
One, you can move one character. Yeah,
and so if you look at my game on the right, that's actually there, even though I lost that game, is because we were sort of talking last week about identifying the deck, and I did not properly identify because he dropped Devil Dinosaur on turn 5. No, he dropped it
no, I could
4.
have already told you I lose to this all the time because I'm stupid. But I have seen a devil dinosaur go on bar with no name
Yeah,
so many times.
yeah,
And I get so in my own zone of like,
yep,
well, you're dumb.
yeah,
You're dumb.
exactly.
You're going to lose.
Yep,
And I always forget that whenever they do that, that absolutely 100% of the
it's
time
Arnim
means
Zola.
they're going to Arnim Zola him.
Yep. This has
It's
happened
so
to me
annoying.
twice, but the problem is because it's only twice and it's been spaced out. Same thing. I was like, oh, you're dumb. You wanna, but in the back of my mind, I was like, well, maybe he has a storm or something to take it, which is why I dropped Red Skull. My dumb butt dropped Red Skull there when I should have
It's
dropped him.
never Storm. Yeah. You always want to think it's going to be Storm. It's never Storm.
Yeah,
When it's a devil dinosaur, it's never Storm.
yeah.
They're just
And it
jerks.
was dumb just because I should have just put Red Skull on Dark Dimensions and I would have won regardless, even if it
Yeah.
was Storm. I didn't have to worry
You
about
know
that.
the other tell, if it's Electro, it's never Storm.
That's true.
Electro is so about loading the deck with like 50% fives and sixes.
Yeah.
They just don't make room. They don't make room for Storm and
Yeah,
Scarlet Witch. It's just
you're right.
not. They
Yeah.
don't do
So
it.
so
So
this wasn't exactly a highlight, it was a low light, but it's a highlight that I wanted to remind myself with, and I thought our viewers can learn from my dumb mistake.
yeah, the best thing you want to do is if you start seeing people play stuff on Bar with No Name, is you want to put a armor or a Cosmo there and hope for the best.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah,
It's
that's
because
actually yeah.
yeah, it's just too evil. Or put a Titania there also because it's funny. You know, that's
Yeah.
that's the best
So
you can do.
so another highlight, when I was sort of toying with my deck, I was kind of bored, and I was like, I haven't done anything with Guardians. So I was just toying with this Guardians deck, and I happened to not only get lucky with my
You
draw,
got
but
Karmitage. Yeah,
I got no, but
Karmitage.
I got lucky with my placement. This was a retreat because turn one I put Rocket. He played Ant-Man, so Rocket went off. Turn two I played Star-Lord. He played Lizard there, so Star-Lord went off twice. Turn
Twice. Yeah.
three Groot
He
went,
went
and
back to the left. Yeah.
yeah, and he just retreated. He
I've
was
I've
just
definitely done this before. I built a Guardians deck a long time ago when I finally had all the cards. It's funny. It is funny, but it's a very I don't like the way it plays because it's
mhm,
like, yeah, it's super funny if you guess right,
if you
but
guess
like
right.
it's really annoying if you don't guess right. Like
Yeah.
they're just
And
dumb.
I know
You know?
that they try to um raise some of the power levels so that even if
Like
you don't
Drax.
guess right, yeah.
Yeah.
But this was just a funny one. And then once that happened, I was like, all right, I'm going out on a win, and then I switched decks. The other one was like what you said. It's very satisfying when you beat Galactus. He played Galactus on Mojo World, but he had a Nimrod, which turned to two Nimrods. But I had a
The
Titania
Titania.
there,
Yeah.
which filled his deck. So my turn six was simply play She-Hulk to bring Titania back, and I won. I didn't take the picture of the win.
You took a picture of the placement right before. Yeah.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
because,
Titania on Mojo World is just like chef's kiss. It's so
yeah,
good.
it
I
is.
love it so much. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been seeing a lot more Galactus's retreat when I get a Wolverine or and a Nimrod in play also.
Mm,
Uh, that's the one benefit of a Nimrod deck is they are a bit of a Galactus deterrent.
yeah.
If you're running Wolverine and Nimrod,
Yeah.
because both of them just say, "Oh, they're gonna fill up their lane with good cards," and that's not what Galactus wants. The other thing I've found that is super fun about the version of the Nimrod deck with Arnim Zola,
Yeah.
um, Arnim Zola actually uh, is great against a Hobgoblin or a Green Goblin.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah,
That's funny.
yeah,
That's funny. Just to
because
give it back to him twice.
it gives them back two in the other locations. It's
Yeah.
really great. So you don't have to have an Odin to get rid of those things. Like
Yeah.
I've always just considered Odin the thing to get rid of those, but I
Yeah.
never really thought about the fact that Arnim Zola does it even better. He does
Yeah.
it even
Yeah.
better. So consider that. I definitely think that's why I ended up retooling because I was finding different meta decks because the way I go about finding like good decks to use is I go to Marvel Snap Zone, I go to the meta page, and you can see like they have each of the different types of decks and they list like the percentage of success and you can sort them by when they were created recently. So I kind of went to the destroy decks and I just kind of found the most recent high performing decks that had Nimrod in them. And so that's where I first found, I think, one of my Deathwave versions. But I ultimately, the amount of data collected is very minimal because at the time it was like Tuesday, so it was like a day's worth of data collected. So I just kind of grabbed them and I started just tweaking them. So the Nimrod deck I have right now is my own creation, but I honestly feel like whatever Nimrod deck you decide to make, you're doing yourself a disservice if it doesn't have Arnim Zola, because Arnim Zola is just one of the best techs to respond to enemies trolling you, and also Arnim Zola puts 2 Nimrods in both locations that he's not in right now. It's a really cool effect.
Yeah, and I think as cool as Nimrod is, I just chose not to purchase him. And looking at a lot of your games, I was looking at the numbers. Again, the Shuri Zero, my max power deck. I call it the max power, but it's the Shuri Zero deck. Just still has so much power that it can still outpace the amount of Nimrods that come on, right? So
yeah, but it's a Nimrod and a destroyer that gets a little questionable. That's when the numbers get like really close.
Well, there's only one destroyer going to be on the board, right?
Yeah, well, I did have Taskmaster.
So I mean that would be sort of something to look out for. But again, you created that deck. That's Taskmaster is not the typical build.
There are a lot of death decks with Taskmaster. That is a common.
Yeah.
He is common to run.
Yeah.
But in any case, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out the best deck with Nimrod right now. So if you want to help me by playing against me, or if you want to just theory craft or whatever, I should mention, I think I don't know if we actually presented it, but there is, where's my slides? There are upcoming locations. Oh yeah, I don't think we actually finished talking about the other stuff that we had going on for the week. We didn't, huh? We skipped ahead.
Yeah.
We skipped ahead, guys.
We were just excited about our highlights.
Yeah. I lost it. Where is it? Where's the thing? I can't.
Did you accidentally close it?
I did close it, but now it won't come back.
No.
And I'm trying really hard to bring this thing back. There it is. One sec. All right, so let me find the other things that we were going to talk about really quick before we go off on more tangents.
So if you have any questions, feel free to post them in the comments or questions.
But speaking of theory craft, here is another deck that I did actually grab from Marvel Snap Zone from the guy who runs the website. This was a potential one to try. Again, if you notice, it's a Nimrod ramp with Electro and Wave. No death, by the way, because you just don't need death in an Electro deck necessarily. This one is running all the goodies that you would see in an Electro deck plus Nimrod. And so it's running Arnim Zola. It's also running Destroyer, which is not a normal one you run in a Electro deck. But it makes sense. And it's also running Armor, because that way you get to choose which lanes you want to destroy and which ones you don't want to destroy.
Yeah.
Or you, at a very minimum, are trolling your opponent, So, but yeah, this one is one I built. I kind of like it, but it doesn't feel very Nimrod-y sometimes, depending on your draw, which is fine. You can very well just also Arnim Zola a Dr. Doom, and the results are pretty much, they're slightly better than Nimrod. Wait, are they better?
They're better
they're better than Nimrod, right? In that you get
the Doombots, you get the DC bonus.
Well, no, because you end up putting 30 on the board, right? Potentially,
yes.
If you Arnim Zola Doom and you
have if you Arnim Zola Doom, yes, you're right.
You get 30 more on the board in theory.
Right.
There's not usually enough room for all of that, though.
Right.
So anywhere from 20 to 30 is what you're going to get on the board.
Yeah.
unless there's weird stuff going on. Okay, what I was gonna show is new cards for the week. Oh my god, this game is trolling me so hard. It's been I get like one new card maybe every week at best, just because I've already finished all pull 3, and most of my pull 4 is done. I actually only have like 4 cards remaining in pull 4.
Nice.
So of course I get a Tuma.
It's not a Tuma, as our friend Oliver likes to say. It's not a Tuma.
I wish I could be excited about this card. I know he's great in decks with like Typhoid Mary or Red Skull or Taskmaster or Shuri, stuff like that. Right. But it's just that extra bit of like text that he has on him that makes him super annoying. Yeah. Like he's just it's not worth it, man. It's not worth it. And then Chi, of course, got a billion cards.
Well, that's because I'm still trying to fill up my pool 3, and I'm getting there once.
I'm amazed because I forgot you never did the first battle pass, right? So you just got Miles Morales.
He's elusive as he's meant to be.
It's a damn good card. If you're building a move deck, I still see the move decks every now and then in the meta, and it's so fun when I see them because like it's a breath of fresh air. Even if I can stomp the crap out of them most of the time, I do love that people are still trying to keep it alive, and I love seeing the interesting extra cards that you put in here or take out, things that aren't move related. But I guarantee you, every move deck has Miles Morales because there's just no negative to having him. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I think I was talking about this a week or two ago, but like I've seen move decks that are rocking Shuri now.
Yeah.
And it's pretty cool because you can actually on turn 6 in a move deck, you could play Shuri and Miles and even a 1-drop if you wanted to.
Right.
And it's Shuri Miles is pretty impressive,
Right.
Maria Hill's another one you got. That's a good one. It's a good one for a Shield or Devil Dinosaur deck.
Yeah, it is. But again, right now at this point, I'm just trying to get all the cards just so I can start, having the cards and then start hopefully. I hope I get lucky and then start stockpiling my tokens so I can get some of the tier pool 5 or pool 6 even cards. Yeah. The Black Bolt, a cool little story. I was playing against a guy I was winning pretty well, and then we had Bar Sinister on turn 3, and he played it on turn 5, and I was like, yeah, sure, I have a 6-drop. I'll beat. And then I realized, oh man, he's making me discard my whole hand. So that was a cool little counter.
I wanna put this guy on your back burner. When you ever get Stature, be sure to include Black Bolt.
Black Bolt, yeah.
Because that's the whole thing, right? Like she comes out as she's the discard equivalent of Miles Morales, right?
Right.
But your opponent has to discard a card. So
either Moon Knight if you don't have him, but that's not great. Black Bolt's better.
Yeah, Moon Knight is not ideal, for sure. So Sokovia, Black Bolt, and Moon Knight are the 3 options for Stature. For guaranteeing that Stature will come out.
Right.
Otherwise, wing and a prayer, pretty much. You're just hoping. Yep. You're hoping for it. And then what else do we got to review really quick?
This is the deck that I'm still rocking. It's just really strong and it's easy to play, and so I
definitely saw this one show up in the meta tracker last week towards the end of the week. So you're not alone on this one.
Yeah, I have quite a bunch of mirror matches. So
yeah, I definitely seen Captain Marvel and Maximus showing up more and more frequently in this deck. Maximus, like you showed me last week, is super good against Dracula on turn 6.
Yeah.
So annoying.
But I mean, you still have a possibility of getting the drop you need. It's just decreased it, right?
Yeah, it's just a math thing, and he screws with the math.
Yep,
for sure. I have intentionally not been playing this deck this week just because I got tired of it. I just got tired of it, and I just wanted to try learning newer card or different cards, so that's honestly why I keep going back and forth between the Nimrod and the MODOK one, because like the MODOK one, like I'm having so much fun ever since I put Black Cat in. I love seeing this card. It's a beautiful card. We never use it, right? We never find reasons to use it. And when she actually does show up and you have enough to recruit her, it's like it's a Maximus without the downside.
The downside,
right?
Yeah.
She's the only thing that can go up against a Maximus on turn 3. It's really cool.
The reason I run this deck is because it's easy, and because I chose not to buy Nimrod, this has again enough power to go against. So far, what I've
it has a lot of the tools to beat Nimrod for sure.
Yeah, and so I just decided to continue rocking it. It is, like you said, you're just playing this deck over and over again. But one of the things that I was noticing again is that I'll be like, oh, I'm bored, I want to play a new deck. I'm at 30, and I'm not sure if I want to drop lower just to climb back up to 30. So it's sort of locked me into this weird position where I'm hesitant to try new decks because I don't want to drop my and then once I start climbing up, once I get to the 50s and 60s, I definitely don't want to drop anymore. So it's a weird position to be in right now.
Yeah, no, I know. I feel you, because like when I got to 90 in the last season, not the previous season, but before Ant-Man, I had to just stick to the one deck. I couldn't get away from it. It was the Red Skull, like zero. It was a different zero deck with Zabu and stuff. I can't remember what that one's called right now, but yeah, it's hard to get away from Red Skull right now, because he's so huge, and people will argue that his downside is slightly less annoying than Destroyers, right? But that's why I'm enjoying seeing Destroyer come back a lot right now, because he is like the one, 1-to-1 counter to Red Skull, and you can also you can Shuri him too, and it's pretty cool. But what else? Is there anything else to talk about? Oh yeah. Upcoming, the next hot location, if you guys are interested and want to plan around this thing, this Saturday until Sunday, Negative Zone is the active. I think it's going to have an extra. Is it 60% on hot locations? Yes. Yeah. So all your cards are going to be -3 for the whole weekend. What do you think about this one? What do you like to do with Negative Zone?
Well, of course, the goblins, right? Green Goblin, Hobgoblin, and just know that if you're coming up with what you think a Galactus deck might do, most people will stay away from Negative Zone because they don't want to. They might not have any cards that can really benefit the -3 power, so usually Galactus gets played there. I like playing if I'm playing my weird filled with debris deck, I like using debris on here because it just gives them another -3 as well. Yeah, Luke Cage. Thank you, Ricky.
Yeah. It's the Hazmat deck is still, what's
around.
The Hazmat deck is still around, and God bless them, like I can see it coming a mile away, like, because nowadays, like a lot of them are afraid to wait until the end to drop Luke Cage. I think it's because Sandman is becoming a little bit more of a norm. Like I've been seeing a lot more Sandman lately. So people will actually drop Luke Cage on turn 2, and once you see Luke Cage on turn 2,
there's no reason to drop Luke Cage unless
you know what's coming. And sometimes you can't stop it either, and you just have to do the math, and be like, am I gonna take it harder than they're gonna take it? But yeah, you're right. Luke Cage in a Negative Zone world is probably best case. So And the Luke Cage deck loves to give people extra cards, like with Debris and Green Goblin, just so they have more things to lose.
Right?
So yeah, that's probably the deck to run, or go outside and have a nice weekend without being trolled viciously by this location. I hate negative
storm
zones
it,
so much.
storm it.
Yeah, but that's
I can go back to my location deck and mess around with my new.
I really do want to bring Spider-Man back. I really do.
Yeah.
And then for anybody who's getting excited about the new stuff, next Tuesday will be the start of the first new featured location for the season. The Orcus Forge. We showed this one off last week. It's a very Sentinel heavy thing. After you play a card here, add a Sentinel to your hand. I'm excited to see what kind of. I want at least one screenshot from this thing next week. I want you to capture the best Orcus Forge thing that you didn't know was going to happen, or maybe you planned for it. Who knows?
Yeah, I feel that if this is going to be a future location, your MODOK deck can really benefit from it. It's an extra card for you to discard.
Yes, yeah, that's true. It is true. You have a point.
Yeah.
And then I think that's all the slides we got right now. So we will get rid of that for now. And I just gotta say, what do you want to do? Do you want to try playing a game? Do you want to try?
Let's craft your Nimrod and then play a little with that.
Or you want to tweak my Nimrod?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna leave the one that was recommended, the Electro Ramp, alone, because I think there's still something to that one. But we will mess with what we're calling the Nimrod wave, or sorry, the death. It's technically called wave right now, even though I don't have wave or death in it. I was just too lazy to change the name of this deck. Here's Death Wave. So I'm going to just walk you through it so we can talk about each of these cards and then decide which ones need to stay or go.
Yeah.
The Hood is freaking awesome. If you know he's going to die, even if he's not going to die, he's only a -2, and you put up some pretty big numbers in this deck later on. So it's a hard argument against running the Hood, because the best part about him is if you get rid of Electro, so I guess let me just rewind this. If I had an optimal path for this deck, right? It's either the Hood or Nova on 1, Bucky Barnes on 2, Electro on 3, Nimrod on 4, Destroyer or Arnim Zola. No, actually, really Arnim Zola on 5. And then on 6, you run Destroyer and your other 1. Right? So if your 1 is the demon that you got from the Hood, cool. Or if it's Nova, you put down Nova first and then run Destroyer. Right? That's your optimal path. And that's why those 2 1-drops are in there. So what we're looking at is what's the non-optimal path, right?
Right.
Oh yeah, I do have Wave in this deck. I forgot. I went back and forth putting her in and not. The non-optimal path is you miss your 1. Okay, fine. Your 2 is Carnage. Not a great 2 to actually put down on turn 2.
Yeah.
Right? Especially if you didn't get one of those 1s out. It's not great. So I usually end up passing and hanging on to Carnage, right? Turn 3, if I don't get Electro, then in theory I'll get Wave, which may or may not suck, because if it depends on what's in my hand, right? So I might still want to play Nimrod, but I shouldn't, because he's the only 5 I have in my hand. So then what are you playing? You're playing Destroyer just to get 15 on the board. Um, and then 5 is Nimrod, and then 6 is Zola. It's not great. It's not great numbers in that direction, right?
Yeah.
And then I think Venom and Deathlok and Carnage are really there in case you don't hit that 6 on turn 6, right?
Yeah.
Like, because in theory, if you used any one of them to kill Electro, because that's the whole goal, you want to kill Electro pretty quickly if you're not hitting the ideal curve. So turn 4, you're going to have 5 points, but unfortunately, you're going to spend at most 3 to kill Electro, right? Just so that you have a little bit more freedom to adapt. It's kind of annoying. And so ultimately what I ended up doing is sometimes I just find that I'm going against things that are bigger than me. And so I put Shang-Chi in there. I have not once used Shang-Chi since I put him in the deck. I think I just put him in there as a safety measure. But what I'm wondering is, would it be better to have armor in the deck instead of Shang-Chi?
No. I don't think so. I feel like if you're going to lose, you're going to lose most likely to somebody with high power, and having Shang-Chi
that's true.
Is better. Your whole thing is to try to destroy. And so
what do you think? What do you think is wrong with the extra cards in here? Like,
let's run a game. See.
Okay, because I definitely feel like the cards, the Carnage, Venom, and Deathlok, are the weird ones of the crew.
Well,
and I almost wonder if the deck, because it's running Electro and Wave, if the deck needs one more 5 and one more 6.
Yeah, it's weird because Carnage, Venom, and Deathlok are there sort of for mainly 2 reasons: Nimrod and Electro, and they're
And Zola's pretty good with Venom too.
Yes, but what I'm saying is those.
Their job is to kill.
Yeah, but their job is to kill 2 very specific cards. Like, sure, you can Carnage Bucky, but that's just a bonus if you happen to be able to do that. But
the Hood and Nova too.
The Hood and Nova too, right? But
you'd rather Destroyer kills them.
But the Destroyer, right? The Destroyer will do that for you, so that's not the issue.
Yeah.
The issue is you have 5 cards. You have 3 cards there. That's kind of has very specific roles that you kind of don't want that role to be taken up by so many cards.
Right.
So
I'm curious, do you think that Adam Warlock would be better than Carnage?
Can you win a location early on?
So say you miss your 3, right? Because like Carnage is never a 2, right?
Yeah.
You miss your 3, you can put the demon out with Adam Warlock.
Yeah, that's true, and then you can get what you need. Again, let's play with this, and let's take a look at what happens.
Okay.
But right. I'm your good luck, so you're probably gonna run into your optimal draw first.
Okay, cool. That's good to know. Good to know. Yeah, I definitely feel like there's.
Oh, we're gonna go friendly. We're gonna just play.
Oh, you want me to play?
Yeah, just play.
Play it. All right,
because then I can watch.
All right, cool. Here we go. Death Wave. There is something missing. Like the ideal path is great. If I hit it, super cool. It's just those adaptive cards that I don't know that I have.
So there's 2 and 3.
This is already a good start. Yeah, 2 and 3. I don't need 1. It's fine. One is just out of greed.
Ooh, okay.
That's cool.
Put them on the left.
I don't want to put them on the. Yeah.
Because Bucky gets DC.
Ooh, there you go. Look at that.
Ooh.
All right. So
So
I'm going
Electro
to
and then
in
Venom.
the middle. In the middle. Yeah. Oh wow. Look at these.
Yeah.
So I am gonna have to Venom this probably,
Yeah.
unless I get
Carnage.
uh I was gonna say unless I get Carnage or Destroyer. Well, actually,
Actually, no.
Destroyer
Well,
can't do anything on turn 5. On turn 4. On turn 4.
yeah. Whoa.
That's a weird call.
Is he going to Arnim Zola then
So
later?
Carnage, best case, right?
Yeah. Let's do Carnage.
Because he gets well. Venom will be a
But
7.
yeah. Yeah, no, you're right. Do Venom because use up your extra point and
I
here.
really hope he's not running a freaking Gambit because this is gonna suck if it's Gambit.
Actually, no, not really. If he hits the Arnim Zolas, I mean the
The
Nimrods.
Nimrods. It's an Ironheart. Okay.
Yeah, actually, if
He's gonna murder Venom. He's gonna Zola Venom.
yeah,
So the idea is to Shang-Chi that guy in a bit.
yeah,
So Hood and Carnage,
yeah. That's good.
and then I don't know about this.
No, no, you
It's
can't
kind of
because yeah, you're gonna fill up a board and nothing you can do with that. And you can Venom. Oh, you can't.
okay. He's gonna Venom that crap. Oh well,
No,
now he can't.
yeah, he's gonna play Odin next.
I could just murder this thing on the left, but that wouldn't do much,
Well,
right?
so you can murder the thing on the left, but the question is, what's going to happen in the middle? If he plays Odin, he's going to get 15 at least. So, okay, go demon and demon in the middle, and then Shang-Chi. No, no.
Demon in the middle or demon here?
How are you going to beat the 15 in the middle?
Well, I can. Sorry, I can go. Here's what I could do. I could do this and this, and
Okay.
something's gonna happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, that's pretty good too.
That's that's in your favor.
Yeah. Gobble gobble. I don't think I win this though, because he's gonna fill him up, right?
It depends on where it goes. Oh, he was.
No.
Oh no. Yeah, because he went. Oh, he went 4 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But see, I couldn't Shang-Chi though. Oh wait, I still
Yeah, he
won the
could have.
left. I still won the left.
Yeah.
If the demon wasn't there, the demon should have been on the right, honestly.
It wouldn't matter. You couldn't.
Well, no,
Like,
there would have. Sorry, it would have been one less here in the middle because I
yeah.
could have had an extra Nimrod in the. Or no, maybe I did. Maybe I did have the right number of Nimrods.
Yeah. You had to.
Anyways, we'll do one more round so you can see it. That was an okay run, but I didn't have the you know the big guy that comes out. I'm gonna put that there because it's funny. Let's see what happens here. Did you see I got Ebony Maw as my new screen. I'm pretty happy with that.
Oh, nice.
I guess Bucky here.
Sure.
And wait for that armor to show up.
No.
Uh-oh.
Uh,
Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs.
What's he putting on 4?
That's good news for me. All right. I think I'm going to wave and see if he's got it. Just gonna see if he can do it right now.
Well,
That's good for Lockjaw, honestly. There we go.
There you go.
I will murder
You're on the
all
left.
of you.
Yeah.
You can all die. Goodbye. Cool. And now this guy can come out here. I'm like nervous right now.
Well, it depends on what he gets on this one. Ooh.
Oh, that's not enough. It's not enough.
So now the problem is he can't fill in the middle.
Nah, he can't.
No.
Which almost means I can bring Bucky over, but I'm not sure that I want to.
No, kill Nimrod, and that's a weird. No, I think you would want to go Nova.
Arnim Zola.
No, Nova and Venom to give you. Oh, but Nova won't go off.
Nova will go off.
Then go Demon Nova. No, Demon. So Demon gets the buff from Nova.
Gotcha.
Demon Nova.
No,
Venom.
it's not. That's not how it goes. It's the other way around. Nova. They get
you're right.
They get killed in the order that they come out.
Yeah. You're right.
Like this.
Yeah.
But that's less Nimrods in play. Like I could have had at least 10 on the board the other way. But I couldn't kill Nova the other way. That's one thing.
Right.
So let's see. Oh damn. How was he able to do that? Oh, because the same way we did. Because the same way we did it. Yeah. He's gonna freaking kill my destroyer.
But you should be able to win the right anyways.
I did win the right anyways.
Yeah.
Did I? I did.
Yeah.
There he goes. Well, I wasn't sure. I was waiting for a freaking Shang-Chi to pop out of there. Like that would have sucked.
Not on a typical lockjaw. This is a weird lockjaw. This is a weird lockjaw negative deck. Yeah.
So those are pretty good numbers it put up. So like that was second, that was the second that was the backup plan play, right? Which actually was it worked pretty good. It worked pretty good.
I get the need for Electro, but Electro is in this instance because the issue with this deck is the numbers. I feel like it takes a lot of work to get those numbers.
I mean, did it? Like,
yeah, it did because you had to have wave on 3 in order to get your destroyer out.
Well, I mean, or wave or electro. Wave or electro gets destroyer out early.
No.
Yeah, electro gets destroyer
one
out
turn early
on 5.
but wave gets them out on 4.
Right.
So, yeah.
I'm saying that's no different than any electro deck, right? Is that they have the electro and the wave. Some run Psylocke also. That's why I was curious. Is the Psylocke better than Carnage? Just to guarantee.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
because you could run Psylocke and another 2-drop or another 1-drop. You know what I mean? You could run Psylocke and Deadpool or Psylocke and Wolverine. You know what I mean?
Wolverine's interesting. Yeah. Also, that last game, while it was a win, is iffy for me because it wasn't against like a power deck like Shuri Zero or a mirror match or something like that. I'd be interested in just seeing, if you went up against.
Let's see. There's this guy and this guy. Let me see how this goes.
All right.
Now the deck is stacked for getting people out early. I almost feel like I should have another 5 or 6 in there.
But the issue is, it's going to be, again, you're going to have to get. I guess the extra 5 would be if you didn't get Electro off the board, then it's worth it.
Or 6, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but that's not right now. It's not better, right?
No, I'm saying it's pretty good because this is optimal. Electro's optimal. Ooh, boy. It's not horrible. Because now what I can do is this and this. If that's what you want to do, bro, you can do that. That is a weak ass Bar Sinister row right there. I could take that with anything.
He's gonna Ultron on 6, which gives 9. You just have to figure out where he Ultrons and beat that.
Yeah.
Oh, he was also counting on it getting destroyed.
Mm-hmm. Kind of want to just do this. I probably should have put him on the left.
Well, he's going on the left now, so.
There it is. That's what I wanted.
Go. Yep, that works.
I put him here, right? Or do I not put him there? Because I don't need him there.
You're going to want him, put him in the middle because he's going to. Yeah. He's going to put Ultron. Where's he going to put Ultron? He's going to put Ultron on the left. He's going to put Ultron on the left. Because it's going to be plus 10. Ooh, those are going to be tough.
Or I Arnim Zola Destroyer. No, that means I only end up with
you're only going to get one. Yeah, Arnim Zola.
On the right? It's going to be bonkers if I do that. You know that, right?
Yeah.
I could put this guy on the right. And Arnim Zola here.
Okay, do that. Oh, well, but that's a weird.
Let's see. 10 each, huh?
That's what I said. It's 10. Yeah, it's.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. Like the power, it's 20 something, right? Like look at your powers. Your powers are 25s, which is gonna be 25 or 30.
If I put Arnim Zola on the right, it would have gone bananas, though.
What's that?
If I put Arnim Zola on the right, it would have gotten bananas.
It would have gotten really weird because you're
eventually it's gonna hit Destroyer and
Destroyer
everything.
Yeah.
It's gonna be all Nimrods in one Destroyer somewhere.
Yeah.
Right? Is what it would end up being.
Yep.
But you couldn't plan where the Destroyer was going to end up, I think.
Yeah. But think about that. A Destroyer with 3 Nimrods is only 30.
Yeah.
So
that's the question. Is it worth doing a Shuri on a Nimrod? Because I've seen it done. I've seen Shuri on Nimrod, and then that gets nuts.
Yeah, I think what I was trying to do if I had Nimrod was I was either going to put the Hulkbuster armor on it or Shuri it because I think if you Shuri it, you can also technically Shuri the Destroyer in case. Oh no, you can't. Only if you play her on 5 or Yeah.
Right,
Or
but you never
yeah.
know. If that comes down to it. So here's what we're saying: we put Shuri in. I took out Electro and Wave and
Okay.
Psylocke for right now. Right. So basically, we're saying we're gonna hit a curve instead. So
Well, Psylocke's not too bad, right? Oh wait, no, because you need 4 then 5. Yeah. Sorry, go ahead. That's correct.
so I'm gonna go back and get my friend Carnage in there. And now the real question is, uh, do
With
I
another
run Taskmaster, Shang-Chi, or Death?
uh,
And does Wolverine stay?
I would keep a Wolverine just because the amount of death that's going on. Plus, it's a good Galactus counter.
Yeah.
Taskmaster, it's tough having 2 zeros in your hand. So I
Yeah.
would go. I would either go Shang-Chi or I would try Death again.
All right. Let's for the sake of it run Death for right now.
Yeah.
Let's see. Does the rest of this look good?
Yeah.
Because we're not including. That's all the killers in the game, right? That's every single card that can kill. Right?
On our side of the board, correct.
Yeah.
For
Or minus Yondu. But he can't kill. Yeah, he can't kill your
something on the
cards.
board, right?
And sorry, Killmonger can, but he's only a 3/3.
Yeah.
The problem with Killmonger is he's just a little too weak.
Well, that was the point, right?
Yeah.
He can kill a lot of things, but ooh.
Oh my goodness. Do I take the bait?
Oof.
Right?
I think you have to.
I have to, right? I have to at least take the bait because you never know. You never know.
I can't. Oof.
What do I do? Do I put him over here?
I guess.
It's so rough, man.
It
so
is.
Rough.
If he doesn't put any,
the temptation is so high with this side of the.
Ooh, he lost his Morbius.
Good.
Yeah.
Unless he has a Hela, then that sucks. Oh my god. Well, now it's just chaos, right?
Put Cosmo on
the right.
No, because you can't Carnage. You gotta put him on the left. Otherwise, you can't Carnage the Wolverine. Well, the good news is he shouldn't have any. He shouldn't have Shang-Chi, so you should be able to win that.
So now I Carnage the left?
Yes, Carnage the left.
This is going to put Wolverine on the left, just so you know.
Oh, you're right. No, he could come back on the right.
He could come back on the right, yeah. But he's not going to go middle.
Correct.
This Death is pointless in my hand, by the way.
I know.
She is dumb right now.
Yeah.
All right, cool. This deck is really weird right now because it's not my cards.
Yeah.
Well, that sucks.
Put him on the.
Left?
On the. No. Yeah, I guess.
I mean, I can Odin Carnage on the next turn.
That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking.
He's gonna get huge.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Oh, you jerk. Okay, you didn't win the left.
Yeah.
You absolutely did not win the left.
Let's just go right. Just
do this.
Yeah, that's all you can do.
The freaking one card.
Yeah, hope the guy is not watching.
Oh my god. District X is the worst. I hate District X. And you know what? I will tell you this. District X only comes up every time I am testing a new deck. Every time. Consistently that I am testing a new deck, the game says, "Oh, those are new cards in his deck." District X. Yeah. If you need to get going, let me know. But I'm going to try it one more time because I hate District X. It never lets me test my deck.
Well, what you do is once you get District X, then test a new deck and see if if your luck is
all right. I guess I go left because I don't know what the hell the other ones are. I worry about the Wakanda location. I always worry about that one now. Oh, X Mansion. I mean, I guess I put that there and hope for the best. I'm super winning this location right now. Okay, Space Stone. Lovely. Great. Can't wait. Ugh. Did I just kill them just to get it over with, or no?
No, it's a waste.
And put this here?
Put them there, yeah.
Oh, Shuri. What are you doing to me, Shuri? Enjoy your vibranium mines. Okay. What do we got? Oh, God. Oh, no. It's so bad. Oh, my God. She didn't get the destroyer. She didn't get the... Oh, my God. Venom's juicy. That's a pretty juicy Venom right there.
That's pretty hilarious. Oh.
Okay. So, do I...
by the way, Shuri got played.
I know. So if it's Wolverine, he's going to be huge. Or if it's
he's going to be a 4,
I save it, right?
I kind of feel like you save it, yeah.
Oh, but wait, what for? No, because I'll just kill everybody.
Yeah, you're going to kill everybody. You're right. All right, go Wolverine then.
Oh my God. Do I go on the right with Wolverine?
Go on the right for now. Because you're going to go on, you're going to
Wow, man. Oh, he didn't use the Space Stone to move a card.
Oh, so put that guy on the right.
Okay.
Because you should be able to win the left. Ooh.
I kill the left, right?
Yeah, kill the left. Oh wait.
I think it's okay.
Because you can't win it, so you actually want to go in the middle.
Well, oh, he's a 21. My bad. I didn't realize he. Oh my God. Oh my God. I could have won the middle, right?
Yeah, you could have 16. Well, no.
Because the Wolverine moved.
You would have won the middle, but you would have lost everything else, yeah. Oh wow. Why is he running a null in this deck?
Because it's really good right now. Because I helped Null be awesome.
Yeah.
That's why.
It's a counter card.
Yeah. That's rough. That was rough.
I'm telling you, it's a lot of work to get. Yeah, but that Doc Ock helped you somewhat.
Did he? Did he help me?
He helped you get. He helped you get
a 4 Wolverine.
No, that he helped you get death on the board, and
yeah, but I'm saying like he didn't help in the.
Wait. Do you want to go Nova and Demon?
No, I don't like to play the Demon until the end.
Okay.
The Demon should not come out early. It was just that game was so jank that I couldn't pivot. Oh my God. This is.
So go Nova, Demon.
Here.
On the left. Yeah. The good news is you've hit your curve.
Kind of.
So go 4 in the middle.
On the right? Or in the middle?
Yeah, go 4 in the middle.
Yeah, I did.
And then go 5 on the left. That'll be really good.
By 5, you mean this guy?
I'm sorry, Deathlok on the left, yes.
He's a 10 plus Nova.
11, yep.
Oh, wow. Did they really think I was going to play something there? That's bold.
Well, it would be best because you could have gotten something back again, right?
Yeah. That's a huge Deathlock right there, dude.
Yep. So now what you do, because
Deathlock, bull. Arnim Zola on Deathlock.
Go death on. So the whole thing is going to be Gamora. He's trying to play a Gamora. Now, he's already won the middle.
I could just play Death on the right and then be done.
Yeah.
Right?
I think so.
What's he going to do? Gamora the right?
He's... Oh!
Yeah. That was an option I had considered. That's why I was curious if playing Arnim Zola was going to be better, but because Arnim Zola would have been a 4. He would have just been a 4. Oh well.
Actually, no, no, but you still wouldn't have won the middle though. That's the problem.
I wouldn't have won the middle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's that deck. I don't know how good it is.
And my whole thing with Nimrod is it's a lot of work for.
Well, the problem with Nimrod is you don't always get Nimrod.
Yeah,
you know
that too.
And so, like the beauty of the MODOK deck is if you don't hit MODOK on 3, you can still drop Lady Sif and Colleen, and it's still it's still 2 discards. It cleans out your hand. Or you can run. If Collector's in play, instead you can play Moon Girl, or you could play Dracula. There's a lot of ways to pivot that still help the deck succeed. It's just it succeeds so much better with MODOK.
Yeah.
With the Nimrod deck, I don't know, man. I feel like
Nimrod's weird because when MODOK comes out, he does what he needs to do. When MODOK comes out, he does what he needs to do. When Nimrod comes out, he
waits for somebody else to do what he needs to do.
And even then, you are trying to get 10 power on the board, but you're using 2 spots to do it. And then, unless you've accelerated the curve, he's done. Right.
And that's why I feel like he's best in an Electro deck,
in a ramp. But again, there's just so many pieces at play. I think it's difficult to, like, Doom is a faster and more stable way to do a similar thing, right?
Yeah, that's why this exists, right?
Yeah.
And that's why that armor's good, right? Because then if your hand is telling you that you're not going to get your Nimrod, but you still ended up getting a destroyer in hand, then you can still play accordingly, right? To win 2 locations.
Yeah.
You could put all the things that you don't want to die under armor and then play a destroyer just to win a location, because 9 times out of 10, he's going to win a location. Unless it's a Thanos with 21. And
that was fast. I didn't even notice.
I didn't know it either. I didn't notice it. Yeah. That was pretty rough, man. Yeah. That was painful. Anyways, I'm still trying to figure it out, but I really do want to crack the code on Nimrod. I feel like I'm close. Like I said, on that deck that I had, that when I hit the ideal, it's pretty fun. But you're right, it is only putting 10 on each location, on 2 other locations, and so could you do that better with a Shuri boosted She-Hulk and a Taskmaster on turn 6?
Yeah.
That's 20 on each location. So
Yeah.
it's hard to argue. So yeah, I don't know. We'll figure it out. But if anybody has suggestions and is watching this and has the secret to Nimrod, let us know. But for right now, I'm probably just going to play MODOK.
Cool.
Probably going to play MODOK. All right. With that, I think we're out of here. We stayed a little longer than usual. I appreciate it. But we got to go. So thanks for watching.
Keep on
if
snapping.
you liked, keep on snapping, and feel free to like and subscribe. And see you next time.